Once a friend, now a foe. J. Israel and Solomon Ashoms had been friends for some time until the cookie crumbled last year.
I've asked J. Israel. This is my evidence here. If you can see it very well, I asked Jay. I inboxed him and I asked him, "Hi, I just found out that you are Rebecca Jones." That was in 2019, November. 2019, November, not this year. I asked him, "I discovered that you were running the fake account Rebecca Jones." He told me, there's the usual answer from his page, but then there's an answer there, the second part. He said, "That is what many people think, especially from AMI Church, but I do not have an idea whose account that is." So Jay told me he had no idea whose account that is. Rebecca Jones. He doesn't know Rebecca Jones. But then Rebecca Jones miraculously appeared on his website. Ugly Truth. He said he doesn't know anything about Ugly Truth. He told me about 5 times. And then Ugly Truth miraculously appeared on his website. Now he's going to come to you on Monday. And let me just say it and lie to you. He was hacked, or he's going to push the blame to somebody. He's going to push the blame to Prof X. But no, we are not stupid.
So, J. Israel has been released, and one would have thought that Solomon Ashoms would be happy over his release, given the fact that he has said before that they were not enemies, but he will pray for him.
Please keep praying for him. We're going to pray for him to come to a place of repentance while he is incarcerated, to come to a place of truth. That's what we want. That's our desire. Because until he comes to a place of repentance, the same cycle would keep happening over and over again. He will keep getting into trouble. He'll keep going to prison. He will keep offending people. He will keep cheating people. He would over and over again.
But no, Solomon says he will go on and investigate who J. Israel paid to get out of jail. On his official Facebook page, Solomon said, "I hear the charlatan J. Israel has been released, still investigating how and who he paid." This particular comment generated a lot of mixed reactions, even from his ardent fans who labeled him names. These are some of the sentiments expressed by some of his followers. Solomon, who has been on the tail of J. Israel ever since he discovered his shenanigans in August last year, decided to wage a war of expose against the Zimbabwean preacher.
So now the police have discovered that there are other cases. So it's not just this case that he has to fight. So they're saying now, we're not just going to deport you once we confirm with the Department of Home Affairs that your permit is illegal. Obviously, that's part of the due process. We're not just going to deport you immediately. We're going to make sure we charge you for other charges that has been, or other cases that have been opened around South Africa. And I know these cases. I was speaking to the captain in charge of this case this morning. And I actually sent him the case number of one of the cases and the phone number of the investigating officer of one of the cases from the Eastern Cape, the eastern part of South Africa. And there are other cases right now that are coming in.
This compelled J to issue a warning to seek redress in court of anyone publishing negative and unfounded stories about him. Solomon has had run-ins with Pastor Alf Lukau, Pastor Paseka Mutweni.
Boro, you have to go back in. No, you can't. Don't talk to me, boy. Boy, don't talk to me. You cannot accuse me. Boy, I'm not talking to you. No, hold on. You are doing this.
And now J. Israel. Alf Lukau has filed a suit against the Nigerian and will jet into South Africa to press charges against him for allegedly peddling falsehoods against the Congolese preacher. he has been seeking financial support from his followers for the legal fees.
Really thank you guys. A lot of you guys know that I'm currently in court with Alf Lukau. You know, remember Alf Lukau, for some of you who don't know him, he is the pastor who allegedly had the incident, what the media call resurrection, where they resurrected somebody about 2 years ago at the church. So he took me to court for defamation of character. And he said it's a contempt of court, so he wants me to go to prison. So a lot of people have been supportive. We're back in court on the 22nd of February for the trial. And then I've been getting support. I need to raise some money to get support. So please, it costs quite a lot. If you want to support this, please go ahead and do that. If you're in South Africa, this is the NetBank account, NL Asham, NetBank account number 1159307792. It's a savings account. And if you're international, and if you want to do that via PayPal, you can use my email address, solomontalks@yahoo.com, solomontalks@yahoo.com, or any other way. And remember, we also have a Solomon's Temple partner.
J. Israel was released yesterday from the Sun City prison in Johannesburg.